All right, shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. All right, somebody, Baba Kashad, double check and make sure we all good. You be a real Hebrew Israelites coming. Give us a second. We're going to go ahead on the sign in.
We're up.
All right, Kankan, you got it.
All right, shalom, shalom. We're the brothers of the Great Millstone Chicago branch. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elder bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives.
That's right.
And freedom to do so. You know, to the scattered that are scattered among the heathen, that look like the heathen, and to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning. You know, matter of fact, special shout out to those scattered speckled birds. They've been been going back and forth with me on a video, shalom, to you, because that's another thing, brothers. The speckled birds are tuning in there, and and I've been waiting. That it's going to be a big influx, and eventually, and a lot of them on the comment boards now and proclaiming that they speckled birds. Say, I know that I'm a speckled bird. I know my I call in the name of Yahweh Hashem Shai, and my whole family is against me for doing so. But the hell with them. This is the truth. They don't want to, and hey, it is what it is, man.
Right. And not only the speckled birds, but the Gadites as well. It's going to be a whole
now you see a lot of Gadites, especially on TikTok. Mm-hmm. Now all of them aren't following the correct doctrine, but nevertheless, the movement is happening among Gad now, and that's they, like the last tribe to really, and then of course you still got the dumbass J Brews who talking about Gad is in Ghana, I don't know, because right out of all the places, they're only in Ghana,
Well, then that would mean they would be here, because did they not get us from the west coast of Africa?
And they still brought them over here.
Ghana.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So
their doctrine, there's holes in all Swiss cheese doctrine.
Yeah, they don't have They can't go precept upon precept. What you got, brother?
This is Genesis 49:19. Gad, a troop, shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's the spirit, because I thought about that. What troop conquered them in Ghana? That's America, man. All right, America came with the infantry. They came with the infantry, and they fucked Gad up, man.
Yeah.
Wave after wave, they brought troops over here. So they were just throwing bodies at Gad. Gad was getting their ass.
Yeah,
exactly.
They was. Gad was tearing them up, man.
Yeah, and Seminoles too.
And as a matter of fact, Reuben whooped them so bad that they tried to make treaties with Reuben to basically that alliance between Judah and Reuben. Because you have the sect of the Reubenites that they refer to as the Black Seminoles. Mm-hmm. They fought against the Indian killer, so called, and they brought 30,000 soldiers against 3,000 men, and the Reubenites actually brought their numbers down to 3,000. Yeah. So that means the Reubenites killed 27,000 men.
And it just kept wave after wave after wave
down in those swamps and in the jungles in Florida, man. So Reuben got with their ass, man.
I got one.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Deuteronomy 33 and 20. And of Gad, he said, blessed be he that enlarged Gad. He dwelleth as a lion. Lions, they call him the king of the jungle. Lions don't dwell in the fucking jungle. They go to plains. And Gad had this huge mass land from Canada, all right, spread across America, man. They had that, right? He dwelleth as a lion and terroreth the arm with the crown of his head. And everybody attributes scalping with Gad, man. They was taking your crown off your fucking skull, man.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that Esau was the one that first started doing that wicked shit. Gad was just better at it. When Gad started doing it to them, they were just better at it than them. But it was actually Esau that started that wicked practice of taking people's scalps. Sick bastards. Go ahead, brother.
That was it on that.
Yeah, Gad was actually better at it than them. But just to switch the gears, I got on the way here. I got caught up on the north side, got caught in that traffic, and then there was a dumbass parade for Ukraine, and and everybody's got their signs and all the little bitches was out, and then somebody started shooting, on Hubbard and State, right there in the middle of Edomite paradise, and I was standing on the bus stop with an Iscarite, and he jumping and jerking and shit. Again, they fired off about 6 or 7 shots. Had everybody freaking out for a minute, and then then they just went right back to their wickedness like it never happened, man. And the police showed up, and then I saw the big booty Edomite cop with her gloves on picking up the shells. I guess they were trying to get the shells for, because whoever did it was out of there. I don't know if they did it from a car or, you know. But
Who
the,
got hit, man, in the Ukraine parade?
right. But the narrative, I was trying to find this video that I had, and I don't know where it is now. I can't find it. You know that number, Satan. And basically the chick, she said something to the effect that we're just being completely and totally lied to. Oh, I know where I can find it.
You sent it to me, right?
I might have
What
sent
about
it
the
to you.
teacher? About her realizing we are the
Oh no, not her. No, about Ukraine, brother. Hold on, I know I can find it. Not that one. It just dawned on me.
Swing it on the side.
Yeah, here we go. I just let it play and let y'all brothers hear it. We'll just let it play. Say, lock in, be quiet, brothers. Damn, that ain't it. What the fuck is that? What kind of shit is this?
Just saying, just playing game.
That wasn't even it. This is not. Damn, what happened to the actual video? Nigga bitches, what the hell?
Satan.
Yeah, that ain't nothing but Satan, man.
Is that on YouTube?
No, it's not on YouTube, brother.
TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank, please help me. Of course.
Okay.
check if it's in your like videos. If you like
Yeah, I was about to say,
it,
Brother, I sent it to this person. So I'm clicking on the video that I sent them. And then they keep showing all
They
this other
probably
shit.
took it down, man.
That's probably what it is. They took it down. You're right.
Oh.
Because they, you know, so that's exact brother. That's exactly why this is happening. They took it down. This chick is over in that part of the world, and she even told you what to look up and who to look up. And she said, what's happening right now, she said, I don't give a fuck if you believe it or not. But what's happening right now is that the Russian special forces are actually saving Ukrainian citizens. And then, you know, we keep hearing about this Nazi group that works over there. And actually that Nazi group that Biden set up. And Biden set up that Nazi group to overthrow and you know, and help put in that new, you know, dancing, prancing president that's over there now. And he said it's been that Nazi organization that's actually been fucking up the citizens over there, and that the Russians were actually protecting them because of, and the reasons the Russians went in is because they were trying to keep that group from taking over and running Ukraine, because that would have been you see now. So I'm thinking of, I'm like, damn, you know, that actually makes a lot of sense. Now, you know, I couldn't say it like she said it. She with her accent shit, she gave all the names and the evidences and shit, but she said that's what's actually going on over there, which actually makes more sense, because he said they came in to do this because Biden was exposed with all that money and shit and all them corrupt business dealings that he had going on with his crackhead son Hunter. All right, and I watched the video when Biden was pushing for put everybody in jail for having, you know, 5 years mandatory for having one little bitty rock. At the same time, they got the images of Hunter next to him lighting up smoking rocks. And I was like, so you're right. So Hunter's smoking crack, and he's sending Jake to jail for crack with no mercy, no chance for parole. But Hunter wasn't going to jail for smoking crack, and the shit is all on film.
And not to mention that
Why is he not in jail, Mr. President?
That's right.
So I'm like, so basically, the narrative is failing.
That's right.
You know, and they want to do this reset. And what's his name? Klaus Schwab just came out and said that needs to, when the digital reset comes, also which means it's coming. And he said the internet reset too. So that's that found of the word, man.
Right.
They get ready to have, because they need to shut us up, us mainly, because you know you got other people that's exposing videos like that. When people come out that actually in the region, you know, who can actually show you footage and information. I'm sending you live footage and feed.
Real reporters.
Yeah, real reporters, exactly. Versus someone that's controlled by the
state media.
By the state media. All right.
Yeah, I was able to check that out by going into Chinese news sources, and that's why I was able to find that type of information and whatnot. Because if you like I said, RT, I did a sit down on it. RT is buffering now. If you hit it, it buffers. It kind of jerks like this, and then it'll start circling, but you cannot get to RT.
They're doing things to block it.
Right.
That guy William Mount who just disappeared, the Colonel William Mount, who was talking about all the stuff we talking about now, all the things that's going on now. He was talking about this 3-4 years ago. He was talking about it, and they find he was a intelligence officer in the Air Force.
Right.
And he was a colonel. He retired a colonel, and he was telling people to prep and get ready. To all the shit that's happening now was coming. And I used to watch his channel, and he used to talk about there's a certain way that when you go on Google, you can put in certain letters, and you can search, and you actually end up on Russia's search engine or Canada's search engine, and you just get way more and better information. And I can't remember how to do it. And
Those are different actors.
when I look for his videos, all his fucking videos are gone, man.
If you want to get onto a Russian or Canadian network, all you need is a VPN, and you can choose that service.
Right. Well, he showed you how to type in words.
Well,
I don't know what that means. What you just said.
Well, you can get a VPN for free. You just get on one of that service.
Oh, okay. But he said if you type in, he would give you like this word, this word, this word, and then
I'm sure that wouldn't work anymore. Google is.
they probably shut that shit down. That's why they deleted his channels.
So the
I gotta-
VPN,
Go ahead, bring it out, brother.
the VPN with the brother saying you can use it like if you want to see what's going on.
I understand what he's
Yeah,
saying.
Yeah, to show you everything.
Well, yeah, because your IP address will show that you're in Russia or Canada. You can even do that for Hulu or Netflix to get certain TV shows.
Oh
They don't
wow.
show over here.
Get some of that bad sick shit
Yeah,
that Europeans be
yeah,
watching.
I sent you an article because you sent me that video about the neo-Nazi, the Nazi shit too.
I sent it
that.
to you?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's gone. But I sent you another.
So it
article.
is gone.
Yeah, because I searched through the shit. And I clicked on
Yeah,
everything.
TikTok took it down, but that's strange because TikTok owned by China. Why would they take it down?
Because they're still part of it too.
Because
The top elite, the top elite Chinese, the top elite of all of them, they're all together. This is not, man. Esau is divided because Esau wants to be divided. The top elites are trying to get total control. They got fucking Chinese elite right along there with the Rothschilds, just in cahoots with the Russians. Just all this, man. Do not be ignorant of Satan's devices, man. These motherfuckers in cahoots together, but even in their upper elite, there's a division. Because the Lord always puts division in Esau and all his shit. That's the reason why they're gonna fall. Because there's somebody always pitting against somebody else. But them Chinese motherfuckers, they're in league with these motherfuckers
Well, you
too.
gotta remember, China don't control the servers in America. They don't control the servers in America. The servers in America are controlled by Americans.
True.
This is Daniel 8:25, and his through his policy also, he shall cause crabs to prosper in his hand. He shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. And this is Esau's MO. Now, this of course specifically was talking about Alexander the Sixth from Epiphanes, but this applies to Esau. This is how he gets down. He sets things up. He comes in the so-called spirit of peace. His peace. Oh, I'm coming to do this for democracy.
Democracy.
I'm a humanitarian. Right. Right.
Hey, look, you gotta say grenade behind democracy.
Fact.
They go hand in hand.
Facts. I'm a humanitarian.
Grenade.
This is the hypocrisy of it. This is so fucked up. Biden is ready to go and spend billions of dollars in Ukraine to fight in war with two sovereign countries that ain't got shit to do with America. Meanwhile, this is his reasoning for the price increase in America, for the poverty increase, which is going to happen, for the famine that's going to happen, is all because we want to bring peace to Ukrainians. What about your own fucking citizens?
Now, if I may, he did the whole real shortest shit that video. If you look at it, he said yes, we're putting sanctions on Ukraine, which will have adverse effects on the American
Sanctions
population and the American and the European, both those provinces, their people, the population. Now, the way he said it is how they're putting sanctions on them is going to have an adverse effect, means that you knowingly are going to sanction your own people as well. Because if you're going to be about your people, you would not sanction someone else that's going to hurt your people.
They talk the same. Real quick, I got to preach something before I even make this point. Fuck that point. This is Isaiah 19. Esau, you're really fucking stupid, man.
Come on, bro.
The Lord is in control. He's taking your dumb ass down.
That's
man.
right.
And this is Isaiah 19 and verse 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the
That's
midst
it.
thereof,
Mm.
and they have caused Egypt to err in
In
every
every-
work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
That's
All
right.
right, and this is the modern day Egypt, Revelation 11 and 8. The place was taken to on slave ships. This is New Egypt. And the Lord said, man, you basically lost your wisdom. The moves you're making, the policies you're placing, you're shooting yourself in your own fucking foot, man. All right, this shit with Russia, all right, for one, you need their gas, especially your allies, more so than you. America don't need it. All right, but you know what the whole world fucking needs? Fertilizer. Because the Lord has cursed this place. And Russia is the biggest importer of fucking fertilizer. And Europe and America is talking about the same shit. They saying the fertilizer crisis is going to affect us all. India tried to go organic with no fertilizer. I forget what. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka tried to go with no fucking fertilizer, and they went downhill. They markets got destroyed. Now they got to import shit. And the whole world is going to suffer now.
And now
man.
that you said that, I'm looking at this thing about this far right Nazi thing, that which no one in America is talking about the Nazis that are controlling in Ukraine at all.
No,
They're
no.
not talking about that. But no, there's another video that I'm pretty sure I shared with a lot of brothers. That's one thing about this damn thing. You can't go on it without something just popping up. Let's see if I can find that video. Just lock in, because when he said this, it all made sense with all the information that came out. So, Papa Kasha, let's matter of fact, if I send it to there, can you put it on there?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, let's do that.
Can I quick one real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Just to
Get
back
it
up
in.
on one here. This is
info.
Obadiah
Well, it's
1
on my
and
other
8.
phone, so I'm gonna send it straight to you.
Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau, and the mighty men of Teman shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
God, so the Lord is preparing you for nuclear destruction. He got you losing your wisdom. America specifically is making policies that's hurting its allies, and that lines right up with Revelation. I believe it's the 17th chapter. These 10 shall hate the horde. All right, eventually it's going to lead to nuclear destruction, man. All right, bring it in your mark. What you desire, you want to chip the world. This one world currency. This is you destroying yourself, you damn idiot. And you can't stop it. We can tell you this a million times, and you can be mad, but you still are stuck in the process because the Lord is so raw, means omnipotent, and you got to continue with the plan, man.
Yep, they can't stop it.
Your mark of the beast that you want to implement is going to destroy you destroy your own dollar for that. And James the 5th chapter says, because of this, when your money is gone, or when it's cankered over, all right, it shall burn you as with fire. That's World War III. That's the second death, man. Fucking fire.
That's right. This is
the
over.
Lord is working, man.
Absolutely.
Hey, all we got to do is endure, man. This shit is over with.
That's it. That's it.
Shit getting changed up a little bit, but the Lord got us, man. He's taking this devil down for our sake. So
That's right, brother.
And the shit that getting changed up, we really don't care because we don't have our heart invested in this place and in these things that's gonna, wind up, things that we may do or whatever, and it's taken away. So what? There's a faith booster because now we're getting closer to what we want to be.
Right.
The kingdom of heaven.
We're looking forward to the chaos.
That's it.
Like everybody else, because we know in that chaos, that standard's gonna get lifted.
That's it.
This is Obadiah 1 and 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. Now you got to understand, America. This is that virgin Babylon. Nobody's been over here tap dancing and putting bombs and putting troops on American soil. The Lord said they're gonna bring thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. They've taken peace with thee. That means that America's deceived.
Yeah, because that's somebody that's your friend, that's sitting down next to you at the table, drinking scotch with you.
That's right.
Smoking them big ass expensive Cuban cigars that will be illegal, but they still got them somehow.
Right.
And they hate Cuba, but they want them cigars though.
That's right.
All right. And that same guy is going to be the guy that be Brutus to your Julius.
But they learned it from him. So now it's going to come back on him. He said, they that have been at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread, that of this whole system, the democracy, this American dollar, all your goddamn, they've been fell for the okie doke,
All these bald face suit tie wearing motherfuckers.
That's right.
I'll be the ones. That
All
turn on
nations that
you. All
follow
the
that
bald
shit.
face dudes with the suit and ties.
Mhm.
Them gonna be the ones that get, I always tell you, hey, the most dangerous people in the world are pale men with bald faces that are wearing expensive suits with ties.
That's it.
Those are the most dangerous people that the earth has ever seen, man.
That's it. He said that again. What did he say?
He said PS2.
Hitman PS2. Paul.
He said, "Have they laid a wound under thee? There is none understanding in him." So the Most High is actually, that's that scripture, the brother. They're understanding in Teman. The Lord has been breaking down Esau, and even in the book of Obadiah, or earlier in the chapter when he says, "There's an ambassador that's sent among the heathen."
And you also, and what's happening as a result of this, a lot of people are off. But they're making, but there's a, you still got dumbass Jake who still just want to party and bullshit and buy Jordans.
Yeah.
All right. But then you got a whole lot of Jake out there that's starting to see that something is wrong. It's a lot of them. A lot of Jake are talking about prepping now. And
Right, yeah.
but this guy right here, matter of fact, play him.
Okay, I'm about to put it to the.
Come. And I guarantee you're gonna have a whole bunch of scriptures after
Shit,
this.
like the video you sent me earlier. Dude was talking about.
That's this guy.
Oh, the same nigga. Okay.
That dude. And he looked like Too Short. Like he's gonna finish to say bitch. So if a 2/3 ass nigga like this,
Oh yeah, that's been trending over the last
You know?
2 years. You will see niggas post clips of Edomites with their children training with guns. And they was saying we got to do this with our kids. And now you can see that. You know niggas getting more equipped with Esau's
Right.
blessing of the gun. They got a nigga called Black Rambo and shit.
yeah, I'm always
Hey,
watching that clown. He kind of funny.
They got a new black shooting range that's out on Harlem or something like that, and they're promoting it, offering black women, free FY cards because they said they don't got enough black women who got guns.
Even the rapper Twista, he's an advocate. He's a Chicago rapper. Twista, he fucked with Black Rambo, but he's teaching niggas gun safety and getting them ready, so-called ready, because that ain't gonna help you.
Right.
All right,
That's
you
right.
preparing that way.
Yeah,
all the Lord is gonna do is make Esau. You can't shoot a motherfucking AC-130 down. You can't shoot a drone down. By the time you recognize this drone, your ass has already got a little missile. All right, that's compact, but it's full of explosives to blow your whole damn house up. And only your house will be gone. Everything around it will still be there, man. All right. The Lord said, "I grab it." If I can
You're not gonna outbless
Esau's sword.
until
Yeah.
but on the flip side of that coin, the Lord is gonna put a spirit on a lot of these 2/3 niggas to bring out that punishment against Esau even. But don't think that you can sit up and and go Rambo for Rambo with Esau. It ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna happen.
That's
Shit.
his blessing.
The Lord. Hold on, Salaki.
Well, that blessing is being taken from him.
Not along with that.
Esau is going down.
That's
I
right.
mean, 2/3 may take a few casualties out, but also Esau gonna fuck you up. All right, who the Lord gonna bless? His elect, man.
It's a
And that's who really gonna do the damage.
He said, "This honor have all his saints."
Woo!
And this is Isaiah 30 and 15. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall ye be saved. And somebody grab that Psalm 49 I just quoted. This is Isaiah 30 and 15. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall ye be saved. In quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, and ye were not. So the Lord said, look, rest. And what's the rest? Yahweh Shai, this word. That's Isaiah 28. Yahweh Shai said in the book of Matthew. That's 2 Thessalonians 1. You're weary, come rest with us. You want justice, come here. The Lord gonna jack Esau up. All right? Chill, get in his word, and have confidence, faith. But niggas that says that you would not, they don't want that. But ye said no. For we would flee upon horses. So they're gonna take it to their own hands. Therefore shall ye flee, and we will ride upon the swift. Again, they're gonna take it in their own hands. Therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. So whatever you got planned carnally, the Lord gonna make the enemy even more equipped to take you down.
And then the other half of you dummies is gonna trust in the strength of Pharaoh. So you got half the 2/3, or you got a portion of the 2/3 that's ready to fight. Okay? And then you got the other portion of the 2/3 who just gonna believe in Esau like this nigga We're singing this all
the-
we all blood.
Yeah.
I sent that to you, right? We all one
I saw
blood.
that dumb nigga, man. I put a comment on there, man. So his ass got beat so bad, he's still traumatized.
Right. You know, brothers don't know what we talk about. I gotta play it, man. Hold on, let me find it.
While
Man.
you pulling up, can I finish this?
Go ahead, absolutely.
1,000 shall flee after rebuke of 1. After rebuke of 5 shall ye flee. They're just talking about Esau destroying you niggas. Of course, niggas gonna take down Edomites, but Esau gonna be on your ass, man. Till ye be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain and as an ensign on a hill. On that rim is gonna be left. You're like, why these motherfuckers ain't touched? We're gonna be that beacon. Like, damn, what the fuck going on with them? No, we done fucked everybody else up, right? And therefore, when the Lord wait, the Lord's gonna wait and watch and let you niggas get it, man. That he may be gracious unto you, so we can get that mercy. And therefore, when he be exalted, he may have mercy upon you. For Yahweh is the power of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait for him.
That's it.
So that's who the Lord's gonna save, man. You know, niggas, you're gonna arm up, you're gonna take Edomites down. You're gonna go out guns blazing. You'll get a few. But at the end of the day, they're gonna die. This is the only way out, man. The Lord is gonna wait and watch you die. And meanwhile, the elect is gonna be protected, man. And get that grace. This is the only way out. The truth shall make you free. Everything else, you're gonna fucking die, man. All right, hey, there's 2 options: life and death. Here's life, right here at this doctrine.
Which is one way.
Yep. Yeah. You can't be called on the higher. All right, none of that shit. This, like the brother said, one way, and everything else,
Many
is
ways.
death.
Death.
It's the broad leading to destruction.
That's
If
right,
you following the broad, you're gonna lead yourself right into destruction anyway. Because if I can bring this out real quick, this is 2 Corinthians 10:4. For our weapons of warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High power of God to the pulling down of strongholds. So we ain't going the carnal way. We teaching the truth and letting you know, hey, you got to get shielded with the Lord through this. Ain't no other way to go, because if you going outside of the truth, man, you're going to get destroyed. That's just what it is. And you guys, the black Rambos and all that, yeah, want to shoot. Right. Hey, man, y'all going to get popped because y'all about to get dealt with. Y'all
and that dude about 130 pounds soaking wet with boots on, too. Guns if he shouldn't be bigger than him, man.
Hey, see, spiritually, the Most High has blessed Esau, Edom, carnal. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. You might as well roll with the spirit, which is the power, which gave Esau, Edom, the wicked, their time, all right, and their portion and their lot to do whatever it is that they do. And it's all in carnality. You can't beat them carnal. You know, we got to roll with the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because spiritual power always beats carnal power.
That's right.
This is real quick. So like this is Psalms 33 and 16. I want to read down to 21. It said, "There is no king saved by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. And horse is a vain thing for safety. Neither shall he deliver any by his great strength. Behold, the eyes of Yahweh is upon them that fear him, and upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death, and to keep them alive in famine. Our soul waited for Yahweh. He is our help and our shield. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name."
See,
Curse be man that trusts in the man and make it flesh his arms.
Not trusting in Pharaoh, man.
That's it.
All right. So, matter of fact, somebody grab that Isaiah real quick. You grab it so you be ready, and then read what you got. Then we're gonna play these 2 quick clips.
You want him to read the
You
Isaiah
said grab
first?
Isaiah, then read what
And
you
then
got.
read what you got. Isaiah
Isaiah
what?
31.
31, brother. 1 and 2, I believe.
This
Yes.
is Isaiah 31 and 1.
Get back what you had.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many.
That's this guy. No, bring him down. You right? Not him.
The other one.
The other one.
The American rapper.
Bring it
Right there.
Right.
That one right there.
That dude.
Second one.
That's that trust in Egypt dude. Go ahead, finish it.
If I may say, because they're trusted in Egypt because they're in power. but the one who put them in power, all right, is the same one that's coming to take them down and who we must trust in,
Right.
which is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Esau wrote all the goddamn laws. You idiot.
Then he broke his own laws.
Exactly. So you gonna
He don't even
trust
follow his own laws.
Unrighteous decrees.
exactly. You gonna trust in a system that's gonna fail. That's madness because Esau the one who gave you the guns. Esau the one who provided you the weapons, the bullets, and anything, the cribs that you got. You idiot. You think Esau can't take that away from you?
Hey, they did it to the nigga woman here in Chicago. She had some switches sent to her house, some automatic switches, and they locked her up. But it's not illegal to buy gun parts. You can have gun parts sent to your house, but you can't have an actual firearm. And they locked her up for parts,
See?
which will show you can't win in this fucking place.
Exactly. So for you to be trying to put your trust in a system that's gonna fail. What they say, they look not into the Holy One of Israel. Neither see you ain't finished it, did you? That
No, he didn't, brother.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead and finish the scripture.
It says, and trust in chariots because there are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh.
They don't seek Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Who controlling the whole thing?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
y'all seeking
Who planted the evil? Who's gonna come uproot the evil?
Because you this nigga. The hood cowboy.
We all be red.
Because you know he got a Edomite woman in the background. He said, "These are my people," meaning America. We all bleed red, man. Do you not know?
All right.
And matter of fact, and it's gonna be guys driving a pickup truck singing that song, and you ain't included in his people.
Right.
And he gonna hang your monkey ass.
Hey, that's like Dave Chappelle with that skit when he was blind and shit.
Yeah. Boogie boogie, nigga.
And that was a rhinoceros in the background either. That's some sad
Yeah,
ass
he
shit.
man on hot bro, man.
That's some sad ass shit.
Right, you gonna get an Edomite.
Oh, man, yeah, man, you gotta get some white castles, man.
Yeah.
White castles.
No, he got
the
some
wrong white castles.
He was the wrong cast.
The wrong castles.
I'm gonna play this one too, right?
And yeah. Now this one. Hold that thought, brother. Barbecue shot. Now listen to this brother when he speaks, man.
Joe Biden is using a fear tactic, stating that he believes Russia is about to commit society. Where did you get that intel? You didn't even know they had a hypersonic missile that could come through here and fly through our detection sensors and knock half of our block off. I believe the United States is about to kill the power grid.
Yeah.
It's going to last for about 12 months to 18 months. Starvation, tainted water, no water running. Anybody who ain't stocked up sufficiently for about a year is going to die. The hospitals will be overran with death. Bodies will be laying in the streets, in the homes. Murder rate will go through the roof. No emergency system, no telecommunication, no nothing. Death, chaos, havoc, murder, mayhem. Turn the people against themselves. Since the vaccine failed, and they know now that the truth is coming out because Pfizer has now just taken the jab off the market, the financial market. You don't find that suspicious? Now they've been forced to release these documents. Everything is about to be chaotic. What is the final step? We couldn't get them to do this and we couldn't do it. The power grid.
And pause it right
They'll
there.
be
brother.
underground in those bunkers with sufficient fire.
No, because they can go hide in the
That's Satan.
You've been alive for a cool nigga.
God damn it. Satan.
You know, they don't, yeah, that's Satan. But he said a mouthful, man. Now, only thing I know. Straight lose control.
I got solutions.
You don't have to fire the DJ, brother. But he said a mouthful, man. The brother said a mouthful. The only thing that I don't agree with with the brothers that I don't think it's gonna last no 18 months.
No,
It ain't gonna last that long. There'd be no flesh left to save.
It won't be.
Especially with the amount of 5-pound guns that's in America. You know, but he was on point with a lot of shit because they were forced to release those documents, and now these huge drug companies are in trouble. And what I found, what I noticed, when you catch Esau and their lies, or you catch them legally, they just switch to something new, something different. All right, because I remember we were in the middle of a retail apocalypse, and the dollar was dying slowly, and the dollar was dying, and they knew it. So and I was like, damn, when is this thing just gonna crash already? With all these stores going down, bear with me for a moment. All these stores were going down, and then all of a sudden, the big C word. Right at the time that all them high-profile people in Hollywood were caught up with Jeffrey Epstein. All right. Matter of fact, the Prince just had the Prince. What's his name? Well, he just had to pay all kind of money to some out-of-court bullshit.
Right.
All right. So the sooner and they doing it, they keeping that. They ain't even talking about that. What's the bitch name? Ghislaine, the Madam Pimp bitch. Ghislaine Maxwell. All right. You know, she was helping them pimp out young girls and shit like that. You know, soon as that hit, and all them big names in Hollywood and all those people within the government's names start getting dropped, the big C hit and all of a sudden that became back page news, man. All right, so distraction, and like he said, the C word did not work. It didn't work. All right, and now the negative side of it is starting to come down. Right, and that's still going to be a problem because a lot of people are going to start dropping as a result of that. Now the power grid, and then Charles, what's his name, Klaus Schwab. All right, he came out and said that there needs to be a reset. Why? Because of information like this, mainly because of us. All right, because the truth that made it to the gates of the nobles, man.
Right.
And we're standing with great boldness before them, and they can't. Shot. Could you bring one of those brothers?
I got you right.
And they screwed up, man. They screwed up. But go ahead, bring your scriptures out, brother.
This is Sirach 26:5. It says, "There be three things that mine heart feareth, and for the fourth I was so afraid: the slander of a city, and the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. All these are worse than death." And that's E's MO. You know, when the cards are down, he finds a scapegoat, and he uses that. Like you know, what this guy was saying, you know, they might use that to blame Russia as far as shutting down the grid, throwing out some pocket news, and having this place going back to Kingdom Come, and just having us go through the shit. And next thing you know, is that, oh yeah, it might have been Russia who did this.
Yeah, because we're gonna go when they do this, man. You literally going back to the dark ages, man. Right. And so he's right about one thing, man. Most Jake is not prepared. Hell, a whole lot of Edomites here. You think look, these major cities, these Edomites ain't ready, man. And you know what? Jake coming straight downtown, man. Straight to where they at.
Yeah.
Straight to where they at.
Hey, they actually, what you saying, they always switching up the narrative. On this show called Hellbound, which is a very spiritual show.
What is it on?
It's on Netflix. It's called Hellbound. Very spiritual. It goes into reincarnation and all.
Is it a series or a movie?
It's a series.
Okay,
it's a TV show series. And Esau was trying to. It's a bunch of Koreans up in there that's doing the show, but basically they tried to switch up the narrative because basically these angels would come and judge the people, and then basically it was a baby got a sentence of a judgment that had to come, and then they tried to switch it up and try to get this dude, because this one dude had the location. They tried to switch it up and try to say, "Oh, you the Messiah, you got the message," but lying, so the people don't see that. Hey, if this baby got the decree and he didn't sin when he was and he didn't sin and he just got born, how did he sin? And they tried to cover it up like they always do, trying to switch up the narrative, man. That's it.
Is that the movie with the big things that pop out?
Yeah. That show with the big things. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those things. They came and They beat that woman to death and took it to hell.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay.
On the end of it, they tried to switch it up because a baby was born, and basically it said it's sin, And dang.
So they were going. Basically, the baby was about to get beat to death too.
Exactly.
Taking the head.
What's right wrong about that show is that the sin fell on the parents.
I didn't say that part now. I'm trying to leave that out because I was on Jason. Good job, Muhammad. But Charles already told everything else. Fuck that shit.
I got to prove something real quick. It was basically based off the video that
everyone died.
Right.
It was no favorite character. Shot the dog guy.
Right. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right. So him describing that and how the famine and all this other stuff is going to come. You know, your neighbors, all this
People
other
gonna turn on each other.
Yeah, they're going to turn on each other, man.
Go ahead, get that too.
This is 2 Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another.
Now pause it right there, brother. So they want people to stand up and fight against each other or one another. So that's going to be different racial groups, but that's also going to be people within their own races, your own neighbors, your own people that live within a couple blocks of you.
And if I may add,
all right,
people also means the animals. The animals about to get into. They're gonna be raving packs of dogs and different.
I always say that they're gonna be people like dog lovers. You're gonna have some people gonna eat their dogs or eat other people's dogs. But what's gonna happen? You're gonna have a lot of people that can no longer take care of their dogs. They're not gonna have the heart. They're gonna let them free. And so these dogs gonna link up. It's gonna be packs of dogs running around. You know, like it was back in the day. You know how packs of dogs
and dogs getting ordered real quick.
Yeah,
the alpha male of that pack will make his dominance real quick, and all the rest of that pack will fall in line.
Yep.
And when they go out on the hunt, they're gonna go out on the motherfucking hunt.
Yep. And they're gonna snatch up kids and women, and you know people. Yeah.
I saw a video. I saw a video of a monkey grabbing a little baby girl.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
They taught that monkey how to abduct kids, man.
He came over on a motorcycle. He came with a little miniature motorcycle. He rolled up, got a
little monkey, and he was smaller than the kid, but he's strong. Right. And he grabbed the toddler and started dragging the toddler off. And if it wasn't for the adult that came running and screaming, the monkey took off, you know, after that.
Running, right.
But he rolled up on a motorcycle. A little motorcycle, hopped off and grabbed a little baby, man. I was like, what the fuck?
Yes. Lord have mercy.
They train the monkeys.
That's it. But it said for the he said, but and swords in their hands. So everybody gonna have weapons. See, everybody be talking about, oh, I got my guns, I got this and that. Everybody gonna got guns. What you gonna do when everybody motherfucking got a gun and a weapon and a sword, man?
Yeah, right? When you got one gun, you know, you can have 5 guns, but you only got 2 hands.
That's it.
All right. And when you got somebody coming through the window, through the back window, to the side,
that's it.
Right?
The roof.
Right?
You know.
So it said, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. That word sedition goes into lawlessness, going against your ruler, going against your king and your province. You know. So there, people want to say, fuck the law. All right, this Constitution, the British shit. Now, this is not going to be just in America, man. This is going to be a lot. This is going to be a lot of places across the whole planet, man. All right, because when the science, well, just look at what it's been going with the riots and with the everything's the slamdemic and shit. How many people have been? No one's talking about the yellow vests over there in Europe anymore, in France and so forth. These different places, man. What happened to the truckers and shit, man? Over in Canada, man. All right. All this place is ready to pop.
Yeah.
All right. With
all
when
something gets out of control, they just stop reporting on it.
That's it.
Like it's not even happening.
Oh, right. They said, you know what? Let's go over to Russia now and Ukraine. Just with a swoop of the hand, and then everything is negated against Russia and pumping Ukraine, man.
Yeah, because you know, has anybody heard anything about what's his name, Gerard Depardieu? Anything? The actor who got caught up on the rape charges a couple weeks ago?
Oh no, absolutely
not. And I was, you know, and it's funny, he got caught up on rape charges, multiple rape charges, but then like 2 days later, I see R. Kelly again.
Right.
Well, pull up Gerard Depardieu. That was the dude that played Columbus in that 1492 anniversary movie, like that 400 year anniversary or whatever.
Look at this guy. Look at
Yeah,
R.
I know.
Kelly.
Right.
They look at R. Kelly and
Look
they
at R.
get
Kelly.
it up
Right.
quick.
Right, but what about
That-
Gerard Depardieu? What about him? He got
Oh, man.
Multiple.
Oh, yeah, he a creep.
multiple. He's French. You know he a creep, man. You know?
Booty face rape.
Yeah, booty face rapist, man. No, he just did right. Screw little girls and little boys and everything, damn thing else. Man. Xenochrome, all that. But
Paris court upholds rape charges against.
so
actors,
why
yeah.
didn't that make front page news? And why was his face not plastered off? And I even put up the meme on my channel. Said, was he gonna get the R. Kelly and Bill Cosby treatment, or they just gonna sweep this under the rug like all the other hundreds of Edomites celebrities who get caught up and they just sweep it under the rug? Because I said all the time, America, America has the Edomite male has to look like the clean shaven good guy hero. So that's why every time that an Edomite male, high profile male gets in trouble, a distraction story comes out within a day or two.
The Cleavers, they're gonna be like the
or
Cleavers and
multiple distraction stories.
You're gonna have to put them. They want to be painted like the Cleavers and Marty McFly and shit.
Hey, that's the spirit, because I did a video about a couple weeks ago how this Edomite woman stabbed this dude with a screwdriver, and then they was putting that was about to arrest her. They said, we're gonna charge you like an African American.
She lost her motherfucking mind.
Damn, they said that.
They said that. The judge literally said that. Said it out of her mouth for the severity of the crime, that we gonna charge you for like an African American.
So she basically, the judge admitted that there are two different
Draconian.
There are two different separate
rules
of law in
rules of
America.
law.
That's basically what that means. So basically, he said, look, you did. So she must have killed a white man.
Yeah, she stabbed him
So
with a screwdriver.
so they would say, well, we can really treat you like a nigga.
Yeah.
Basically, because that's two different. What was that movie, White Chicks? She said, are we Martha Stewart broke or MC Hammer broke?
Right.
And her father said, MC Hammer broke, and she was you know,
Probably stabbed up somebody who
You know?
was like in that inside.
she stabbed somebody who was probably maybe been related or connected to some
Well,
inside.
remember,
For her to get that, for them to tell her that she gonna get the nigga treatment.
remember that Edomite few years back when he was getting pulled down by security out there at the airport, and he said, y'all treat me like a black guy.
Right.
Put his ass to the ground and shit. He was like, what is this? You're treating me like I'm a black man. Like, hello?
And so that means that he's very well aware that so-called black people get mistreated or different treatment.
Well, that's
All right. Yeah, that even when you're resistant, you get to stop resistant treatment. Which is the binks. Right. You okay, I'm complying.
Not
Bink,
Bink.
bink. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. And you know, when you start hitting people, they flinch or they instinctively begin to fight back. So now we got him. He fighting back. Stop resisting. Stop resisting, and that's what gets put on tape, man. We've seen it 1,000 times.
Well, that was like that female educator and whatnot. She tells people, if you want to be like treated like a black person, do this or do that, and raise your hand. And they nobody raised their hand. Nobody raised their hand. They like, so you know,
Jane,
this ain't right.
what's her name? Janet or
Yeah,
Jane?
Bill White lady.
Yeah. Jane Elliott. Yeah, that chick might be a J.
I think she's.
I think she's a J. But yeah, her experiments were serious, man. And you're right. So what? And she said, by none of you raising your hands, that means you're well aware that black people get treated differently in America, and that also means that you're okay with it because none of you have stood up to say or do anything about it.
Exactly.
There it is.
That's why they
I
want
got
the
the
judgment.
scripture on
Bring it out, brother.
This is Psalm 73 and 4.
Zechariah 11:5.
For there are no bounds in their depth, but they are straight their straits is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. They don't get in trouble like other men, and that judge said it clearly in the court. You been treated like this for killing that dude, man. And then that's all. That's why they want to get rid of the internet, because now that information is all over.
Right, and that's basically making it clear that wait a minute, that's two different stuff, and that's what Mr.
my people, cowboy singing, clown. Needs to, you know, he needs to see that and read that article, man.
Real talk, man. This been known since the fucking beginning, since we even brought over this motherfucking shit, man.
Yeah,
we already know that they've always had a separate rules for niggas, man. Niggas just fell asleep and forgot this shit because they fall for this American ass agenda.
This clown right here, man.
Yeah, but they know these motherfuckers
in racism, and then with the most racist flag, that flag has stood for nothing but hatred. Exactly. For anybody who wasn't so-called white, man.
That's it.
Not even just Jake, but other, you know, anybody who wasn't so-called white, man.
It ain't been 100 years, and Esau had different fucking bathrooms. You had to sit in the back of the bus. It ain't even been 100 years, and that shit ain't been 100 years, and you still. It has been 100 years since some people were hung, roasted, and eaten.
Text me that. It ain't even 100 years.
Jake has been hung, raped, burned, and eaten, and it's been less than 100 years, man.
That makes it modern history.
That makes it modern history.
Right.
Exactly. Bring that scripture up, Uncle Chuck.
This is Zechariah 11:5, whose possessors, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, "Blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich," and their own shepherds pity them not.
And they got rich off of us, man. And our shepherds didn't pity us not because they basically the shepherds were hirelings. All right. Somebody put this clown on again. That's a scripture I had in mind for this fool right here, man. Oh, your own devices. All right. He wanted to trust in his enemy, man. All right, Mr. This is my people. We're in racism in America.
Cool.
You know, like we all one people, man. Did you not see what happened to Michael Brown, to Trayvon Martin, to Castillo, to the and those are just Sandra. What's her name? All right. Even that wicked ass nigga Floyd.
Hey, in Philadelphia, I think about 30-some years ago, Philadelphia, they bombed Philadelphia, killed whole 2 blocks.
Oh yeah,
They bombed them. The police dropped bombs out of helicopters.
But they did that in multiple places in Tulsa, Oklahoma, then the fucking was it Greenwood, whatever. All that shit. Did Esau done that? He burned down Chicago black belt, man. All right. Every time Jake back in the past, they would flood our shit. They would tear out
too much, so we're gonna get a copy.
All right.
But you're right. I was about to say, hey man, they flooded our towns. They made them into lakes, man. The stuff that they're doing now.
Yeah, and then they built houses and luxury houses and damn hotels around those lakes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And then they be on there,
skis,
skiing.
Oh yeah,
and
Central Park. They used to be Jake.
God.
Before they moved that over.
You know, and it's amazing because I remember going through Central Park and you know what? They got trees in Central Park that was big as this damn house. Damn near they were that huge, man. Damn. I'm telling you, they got trees in Central Park that are still about 3 stories high. They cut the top off, and they were so wide that you could fit all of this inside of it. You could drive. They got trees in there that got rollstone. You can drive through them.
That's
and so but that goes to show you that this man who would cut down such a magnificent tree like that?
Esau.
Who would cut down a tree that's as wide as this house?
Esau.
Who would do that? These things were 1,500, 2,000-year-old, 3,000-year-old trees, man. You know, high are some of them damn skyscrapers. 800-900 feet, whatever, man. Just crazy. Who does that?
The Amazon forest is so trees are so tall that sunlight don't even in certain places in the Amazon. Sunlight can't even get to the ground.
Well, it's because of the canopy.
Yeah.
And then you got this goofy dude right there that was up there and stuff like that, trusting in his enemy, man.
Right.
It says not to trust in your enemy,
But
man.
that's the one
They
going
give
to
you
lose hand.
God. They give you all the reasons not to trust them, but Jake got what's it called? Stockholm syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And the thing is, I admit I was guilty. And Pastor knows this too. I was guilty of that back when I was a kid, man. I was guilty of that, bro.
Jay think they could change Esau with a hug, man.
Right. But when you see all the stuff, see, I had.
Well, that's a lack of knowing history and understanding.
Right.
That's it.
I'm glad you
It's a lot. What you say? Y'all gonna Jay, just like back in 1960s, all those songs. Yeah, we gonna sing this song. That's gonna change the racism, man. No, man. Right? He says in scripture, he can't rust it. I forgot to say rust.
Can't wipe his rust
Can't
away.
rust his rust away, man.
Oh, yeah,
You
that's,
can sing all the fucking carols you want,
Rock,
man. He still the
12th
fucking
chapter.
man.
Exactly. They
Well,
can
They have no touch your enemy.
You're 12
Right.
and 2.
Yeah,
I got that right now.
he was right like that. Cause they wanted to put all kinds of labels on him when we was out there in the birds. I'm like, these white people will label you, man.
Yeah.
And have your ass fucked up where you can't do certain things and this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 and all this other kind of stuff. They look at your academic record and whatnot, they talking about you got this and had that and blah, blah, and all this other kind of shit. I was like, man, fuck that. But her daughter studying, yeah, her daughter studying to be a fucking idiot. You didn't go from being straight A to motherfucking C's and D's because of that. They got a funky ass curriculum out there. I would cuss them out because of the math program out there.
And they do that in that new Fresh Prince. The fucking,
Oh yeah,
Bel Air.
hate cards.
Yeah.
They got a new Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
It's called Bel
It's,
Air.
you a hate cards.
It's like it's more of a drama now, but they do it in that show, you know, showing you how they fucking
Yeah, Carlton going along with the bullshit and all
Yeah.
that.
He was like that in the first season this time.
Oh yeah. Carlton, you know, even in the character of Carlton, he was always down with Esau.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Now it didn't take until I actually came to like being around Northern and Southern Kingdom that I realized like, yo, they doing this to our people. Like, are you fucking serious? It reality struck, and then I came to, of course, 79 over there on Ada and stuff like that. Then it really hit me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. So I had to observe everything. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, these motherfuckers been fooling me this whole fucking time. I was pissed. And they came to the truth. I was really stupid. You know how it is. Come to the truth.
And the way they doing Issachar, man, they damn doing Issachar so fucking brutal right now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, on the borders, man, the Issachar want to be just like Esau, man.
Yeah,
You know,
Esau got. I mean, yeah, Issachar got a love-hate relationship because you got some Issacharites they completely hate Esau. They were ready to put a knife to his throat right now. But then you got a mass amount of them that love him.
No, but my coworker wrote a couple weeks ago before he got fired, because that's what curses his ass too. But he was trying to tell one of these other workers who already had the little slimy thing and put him to get her child to get the slimy, you know, and so I was like, I said, don't tell her to do that. They said, that shit's ridiculous. He said, no, just trust the science and the scientists. I said, fuck them. They're the same people who brought our people over here and fucked us up. He said, he said, I don't want to hear that hate. I said, man, fuck white people. I don't care about this shit. Them scientists, the bullshit. They're lying.
Hey,
he said,
you remember Sahar's homie, his Issacharite friend?
God.
He said the most epic saying ever when he said, fuck the white man. See, but fuck his women though.
see, that's how it's working. Now the funny thing
that
is,
was Sahar's. That was his guy.
Now the funny thing is, his woman is so-called white. So he said, my daughter is white. My daughter is white. I said, no, she's not. She's from you. You're a Mexican. She's Mexican. She's not white. And he said, I don't want to hear no more. He didn't want to hear no more. He walked away. You know what I'm saying? Cussed his ass out. I don't give a shit, man.
I want to go in the corner.
Motherfucker. Yeah, but you know what? He ceased to desist. And the funny thing is, guess where he walked by and he showed me pictures of and talk about all the goddamn time. 90-second in commercial, he been coming by. Ariela's kept, he's walked by there several times and seen them, and he know that that's what I'm on. That's why he walked his motherfucking ass in another room, because I put that spirit out there, and he just wouldn't shut the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? But he still got end up getting fired a couple weeks. He ended up getting fired a couple weeks later.
I got a scripture for you. This is Hosea 4:17. Ephraim is joined to idols.
Yep.
Let them alone.
That's it. They love that shit. And even if you go to Margarita's, you go look on top. They got all the people who fucking died, whoever was fucking connected to them, got what you call it? A shrine. You know what I'm saying? A shrine with all the idols up there and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know the owner, man, he don't got no fucking clue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this is what they fucking do.
Shit, all them bridges over there, they take you to the east side.
Yep.
You got people that always down on bridges, and they always got some damn little pass. I'm like, so why you going here and the cemetery? What?
Yeah,
Going on.
You go to visit them here, then you go to visit them at the cemetery too.
Exactly.
You know but you know what? That's that ignorance and that lack of being taught the Bible. That's that religion bullshit. Man.
That's
And
it.
if they actually knew the scriptures, they would know not to do that. But
That's it.
bring that out, brother.
This 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science falsely so called.
So fuck their science. Their science is false.
Mhm.
They're not using real science, you know.
That's
And as we've been all educated, science means to know.
That's it.
So they don't go by what they know. They go by a bunch of guesses
Hypothesis.
and hypotheses and guesses,
Yep.
and they use a whole bunch of big ass words, you know.
So
You know. Well, the data says, you know, start
What
talking about, you know, talking like Fauci,
That's it.
who talks for 10 minutes in circles, saying, because he played his role. And his role failed to a certain extent because if what that doctor said about all the people who done it, that they're all gonna start dying, you know, and then the ones that don't die, the HIV, and the ones that don't die are gonna have debilitating diseases, to where they've actually succeeded in basically bringing down the world population probably by a couple billion people, because maybe that many amount of people took it. So. And the majority of those people that took it are either gonna die, be sick, and be all fucked up. So, and the evidence of that too is that these dating apps, these women are lying about their profiles because a lot of men that didn't take it are saying that they don't want to be with a woman because they don't want their kids to be fucked up. Because you don't know what kind of effect that's gonna have on a woman having children. All right, so now all these bitches that took it are feeling stupid and lying. Right, and most people that have had the false science so-called thing done, a lot of them are jacked up, and they're not feeling themselves, man, and they constantly feeling weird and having issues, man, and it's gonna get to the point where they can't hide that shit no more. So what do? They start a fucking war. This some wag the dog shit. Real life wag the dog.
Yeah,
we living it. You know,
sleight of hand.
The president, you know, you brother seen that movie Wag the Dog, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So so the president got caught up through his crackhead son and his illegal dealings. Through his crackhead son and his illegal business dealings, and so to protect and hide his illegal business dealings, they started a fucking war.
Sounds like the truth, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Because if you go back just a couple years ago, they had the smoking gun on Joe Biden and Hunter of them over in Ukraine, and Joe himself saying, "Yeah, we basically shut them down. We shut the Ukrainians down and forced them what the bam." It was just like it was a video. I forgot where it was, but they were in collusion with the shit. The same thing that so-called Trump said they did, and nobody wanted to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? They swept it right under the rug. But they've been in collusion with this is all a setup, man. All right.
I got a scripture. This is Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So us watching that Ukraine, Russia, all them get into it with each other, I'm just sitting back and eating some healthy popcorn, man, and watching the show go on.
The spiritual matter.
And we just endure to the end. We laughing too because it's like, yo, we're happy that our enemies is going down.
Yeah.
Bye.
So the shame and humility, they're gonna shame us, and that's not even gonna last long because there's really no defense against the truth, man.
The real people know.
54:17.
Yeah, the real people know.
Yeah.
You know?
This is Luke 11:17. It says, "But he, knowing their thoughts, said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and a house divided against a house faileth."
And that's Salaki, brother. That's a race within a race because that's what happened to Israel. You know, we were the first example of that because that didn't happen to any other house. That happened to the house of Israel, right? You didn't have other houses that they divided and then lost their kingdom and lost their status. That happened to us first. So the Lord made an example of us, and now that's what's happening to Edom because Edom. I just did a video on it. Edom is split three ways. All right, Edom is split between the left and the right. All right, and the left and the right expands the seas. All right, and then Edom is and then the other division within Edom is with their women. the Edomite women are publicly showing that they're against their men. All right, so that same shit that the Judite bitches was doing, making all them videos, that's what started to happen. The curses are starting to fall upon them, man. You know, they're wearing them curses like a coat.
They got whole classes. They got whole classes, and the whole classes, Edomite women half naked, learning how to twerk. You know what I mean? Learning how to dance like our women. They women that are becoming just shameless as our women, man.
Yeah.
And they learning all this twerking shit because they want to go deal with the Jake men who being done dirty by Keisha.
Right, and then Jake is like bring them pale cheeks up. Because they feel well, right.
They trying to go home. They trying to get them an Israelite. You know,
it's all spiritual, and that's what I said in the video, bro. Because what you got to understand, women are attracted to power, so it's just natural in them. A lot of them can see that power change is coming, especially ones who are reading the Bibles and watching the videos, like that video that I shared with you with that one chick, man. Yeah. So she's not alone. She started reading and stuff. She heard this. Oh, yeah. She said in 2016. Matter of fact, pull her up. Send it to you right. Sent it to her girlfriend. You know.
This is Sirach 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So the Most High is he's
Job 27:15.
That's right. He's translating all the things of Esau. Like even the book of Job, the 20th chapter. All the wealth that they're mastering.
I call that you got to cough it up, chapter.
That's it. It's done. Run your pockets, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for collecting all this for us, nigga. Because we're going to spoil the Egyptians again.
Like they say in the 80s, check that shit in.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to spoil the Egyptians again. And everything that Esau's collecting, and not only Esau, these other various kingdoms collecting. All that's going to be the wealth of Israel, man. All right, the true, and when I say Israel, I see that with chagrin. It's Yasharallah. All right,
Isaiah 60, gates gonna be open and go always 24 hours a day, bringing it in.
You know what I'm saying? Run.
So
that.
Even though that's just a natural thing with these women. Now I ain't gonna help no real Edomite woman on this side. All right, she's because you. I don't care how good of a concubine she is. She can't go on a chariot. Yeah. She can't be changed and go up with you. You just, it's like, sorry, baby, I see you on the other side. You know, right, exactly.
I can roast you with something else.
Yeah. If you was a good concubine, believe me, you gonna be taken care of. But ain't nothing that can be done, man, because you're not. First of all, you're not an Israelite, and that's it. You're not an Israelite. You can't make it on the chariot anyway.
No,
so right. So
she might see you beaming up, try to kill us.
You know. Well, she might. She be like, I don't want no other man to touch me. So she might do that. You know. But go ahead, bring it out, brother.
This is the one that
did you send it to him?
Nobody
yes, I did.
Pull it up.
It's in the regular room.
You didn't send it to me.
Oh. So,
No, go ahead, brother. Put it in the info. Put it in the info room, Baba.
I already put it in the info room.
Okay, then they're very good. Then it's done.
Go water, brother.
It's the bitch you sent me earlier.
Yeah.
I sent
Okay. As soon as the computer wants to catch up, so go ahead, Mike.
It's Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17.
Right. This we were saying. All we got to do is endure. Because we know they're gonna try to defame us. They're gonna try to, they're already doing it, but it's gonna ramp up. But it's gonna fail.
Yeah.
There's really nothing they can do. You all right? Well, go ahead, brother. Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of Yahweh.
So all these vocabs and all these different that damn nigga bitch judge that they just made. None of that's gonna matter, man.
Hallelujah.
And that damn Viola Davis ass judge.
Yeah.
All right.
Speak about the Israelites
You know, out of all the things, right? That was. And if you can't tell me that wasn't staged,
What did
that
she
was
say?
completely and totally staged. They asked her in an interview because 2 days in a row, the first thing you had was the video with the dude pull out the gun and then say Shalom.
I did listen to
the whole
that.
Mike Tyson thing, and then literally the very next day you have the new
judge,
Chief Justice. When they asked her what's her most memorable case, she mentioned the Black Hebrew Israelites. That was her most memorable.
The food they had.
Right.
Or the African Hebrew, whatever, man. And she threw that African in there.
Yeah.
So you know, just she didn't say black, she said African.
The people on the boat, basically.
African.
I'm gonna play.
About the case.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I watched that clip, I didn't see the whole thing. I didn't get the whole point. What was so memorable about the case? She started talking about the vegetarian food and shit.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So the point being is that she did that was completely staged and set up.
It had nothing to do with anything.
It had nothing to do with it. She didn't even have to say it. But basically they're trying to slow it into because the truth is they can't say too much because then people start Googling and if they talk about it too much, this is what happens. Go ahead. This is what happens when people actually start reading. She gonna tell you.
Oh shit. Everybody want to go do it? Come step up.
And this was shit.
She said how she stopped going to church and everything, you know. That she didn't feel the spirit there. She didn't think it was real, you know.
That's very low. Slack it, Shemai. It's in the speaker, brother. It's very low.
It's just a low. All right, take it back and then we just, you know, try to be quiet. Or maybe we'll play it on the phone. It'll be louder.
Shemai, real quick.
Down inside, I knew I still believed, but I was done with going to church. It was too much hypocrisy, and it didn't feel right. So late in 2006 is when I hear that the Black people brought here on the slave ships could possibly be the same people that the whole Old Testament is written about. And so I started to research that and read and watch videos and read things online. And it, especially after reading Deuteronomy chapter 28, the first half of the chapter is the blessings that Israel received. That they just keep the commandments. That's all they have to do. And then the second half is the curses that are going to fall on them if they don't keep the commandments. Please go read those. Go read those and think about what these people have been through since day one of arriving in this country as slaves. And you just make up your own mind and pray about it and see where the Father leads you on this. That's all I can say. For me, personally, this is my journey, and for me, it brought the scriptures alive to me. Like, I believe, like, these are significant people that are still living this curse because they haven't been keeping the law. They don't worship the Father alone anymore. But anyway, this brought the scriptures alive. And from there, I then began on this journey of learning from.
That's it.
Actually, that's good enough.
That's it.
But go ahead, bring that scripture out, brother.
This Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know, my people do not consider.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if she's, you know.
I think she might. Because she even said how she read it, and she's encouraging people to go and read.
Oh.
Esau
don't want you to know that.
No,
she said it brought life to her.
Yeah,
and it brought life to the scriptures and brought life to her.
And made her start the journey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that Esau will run from it. He'll come and say, "Ah!" like that. You know, and lose his
right.
mind.
I'm not the chosen.
Is it? Yeah.
You know,
and
I'm not.
carefully
So
with tears. You know.
Then you know, when the realization sits in, it's like, well, but then who are the Jews?
That's it.
What about the Jewish people?
And the other 11
Yeah.
tribes.
Yeah, so so Esau ain't trying to get this truth, man. And when they do, they get sick.
Yeah.
You know, they end up like that little Edomite girl on the street that time in front of CBS.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
You know,
But when it comes to our people,
because
know
you think
what I'm
she'd have been happy
God,
if you really believed in the Bible and the Word. She broke down because she got it. She started reading, and she had taken in everything she heard before, and then it hit her, and it was like,
I fit. This ain't me.
And then you got us that's out there in the highways and byways trying to compel our people to come in, and they don't even consider it at all. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. We'll prophesy to the
But
wind.
the 2/3 are not. My Most High said, "My sheep hear my voice."
Right.
That's the reason why this truth has propagated without us going all over the planet and jet setting and trying to get proselytes all over in every single province. We've just taught the truth and put it out there on the internet.
Well,
Lord
he
has made
said-
it reach and list on the ears that it need to hear.
That's it. In 1 Corinthians, the Apostle Paul said how that Most High said that we are laborers together with
Right.
God. And so all we have to do is what the Lord said go do is put the word out there. He gonna do the rest.
Yeah.
You go out on the highways and byways,
Prophesy to the wind.
and then you put it up on the internet. You know, just like the scriptures talk about how the internet would do the heavy lifting, and the unicorn.
There's no language where they're not heard.
That's it. That's it.
Psalms
And
13.
here it is. That's all we got to do. We don't have to do no frills or no thrills or no rapping or no clapping or no acting or no extra, post production with this, that. No, we just go teach the word because it's the word that's gathering the scattered. You know what I'm saying? It's the word that's gathering the scattered, and it's the Most High that is the one that
watereth. I mean,
he giveth
I
the
got it.
increase.
Right.
I got
Come.
So go ahead, brother.
It's 1 Corinthians 3:6. I have planted.
So what do Paul plant? Well, in Luke 8:11, it says that the seed is the word. So here it is.
You
He's
got it right
planting
there.
the word
Just read
by
off the screen,
speaking the word,
Okay.
teaching the word, breaking it down through the ability that the Most High gives. And then it says, "My sheep
Matter of fact,
hear my voice."
Matthew 24.
So it says, he said he planted. Go ahead.
Oh, it says, I have planted, Apollos watered,
keep those.
but Yahweh gave the increase.
That's it. But the Most High get an increase.
Mhm.
So that's us working together with the Most High God. And he say we are God's husbandry. We are God's building. He is the one that's cultivating the elect to be the perfect, righteous God's kings and priests and rulers that we're ultimately going to be in the eternal righteous kingdom. This is the Most High program. He's doing this, man.
Yeah, did you read those scriptures right there on the screen?
Yes, I can.
Start
Starting
in Matthew.
off
Start in Matthew. Come on.
This is the book of Matthew from Brother GMS Amath, your eyes from Yahweh. Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
And this is why they want to reset the internet. But you can't do anything against this truth. Continue, Baba Kasha.
Yep. So, that's the what Kanasma was just reading that 1 Corinthians 3:6. I have planted, Apollos have watered. So another man of the Lord come and give more understanding, more precepts, precept upon precept, line upon line, rightly dividing the word. It says, but the Most High gave the increase. So then neither is he that planted anything, neither is he that watered. Because guess what? We can't get no increase.
That's right. We can tell them, and then that's it.
That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like, we have, if we wanted to, which we shouldn't be wanting to have no babies right now. But thing is, if that was the case, you wanted to have a baby, you go have sex with your wife, and then you wait. You know what I'm saying? To see if the Lord give the increase. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the word of God. We go out and teach the word, and it's the Most High that gonna get an increase to whoever He had preordained from before the beginning of time to get it and be purified and be perfected. All right, because everybody else is born in vain. All right, that's not being perfected. What you got? Was that all you wanted me to read, Elder?
God.
All right, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void.
And it says that shall go out of my mouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then it tells you who's the mouth of the Lord is the prophets. It says, I have spoken by the prophets. I have used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. All right. So this is how the Most High speaks through his men that he ain't got nothing to do with this world. Ain't got nothing to do with no cemetery school, theology classes. Ain't got nothing to do with no circles of the world. All right. This is the Most High's program. He doing it on his own. All right. And that's why he said, I have chosen the weak things out of the world. I have chosen things that's despised, things that people just look at us like, oh, just some niggas, spicks, and tontos with some dresses on, speaking out the side of our big toe. You know what I'm saying? But people gonna find out. But go ahead.
It says, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper, and that's the key thing, in the thing whereunto I sent it.
So his will is happening. It's his will that's happening, and we're speaking his will by the ability that he gives. What you got, Pops?
This is Proverbs 26, Proverbs 26:28. A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it. The narrative. They done went and changed the narrative. They done took the scripts themselves and flipped it and tried to turn it upside down and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But
Witch's brew.
A
witch's brew.
A witch's brew.
He threw all kind of stuff in there.
Yeah. Threw all kind. Exactly. Took the book.
Gumbo.
Hey. Put all the wickedness in it. Took the middle of it out.
And the scripture said that this would happen, and then it happened, and then it says because the truth which has been so long without fruit. That's why it was without fruit, because the wicked was lying. See, but then it says it shall be declared. At the end, it's being declared. We're at the end, it is being declared through divine intervention, man. All right, go ahead.
So our people trusted in this, like it says the lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it. So guess what? These people want to believe Esau, Edom, and him being in rulership, but he has nothing but wickedness to speak.
That's it.
Okay.
That's what he produced, wickedness. But because he empowered, they think that evil is good.
Right.
Okay.
And a flattering, and that flattering, when you look it up, is actually smooth mouth worketh ruin. So he tells you all the shit you want to hear.
That's it.
That's it.
His mouth is smoother than
real
butter.
smooth. Right? That's it.
His mouth is smoother than butter, but at the end they're drawn.
That's why
drawn swords.
That's why it says in the Apocrypha how that they came and spake peaceable words, but all was deceit. And when you gave them credence, and he pounced on you. You know what I'm saying? With his true agenda and true MO. You know what I'm saying? That's why it says, hey, set them not by you.
That's right.
Let's see, look to take your place.
And he's still on that.
That's
Hey, y'all can own it. I was gonna say Esau's like Mr. Sandman. You know what I'm saying? What's that song? It's like Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Bring me a dream.
It's something I never seen.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He get that sweet little stuff in your lip. He that serpent.
Yep.
And now they're doing it to each other. You know, because that's the way of the wicked is to speak deceit and overthrow one another, and that's just not working.
That's why
Right.
they go back to the Obadiah.
Because what do you think? Think about it, man. How everything repeats itself. The same spirits. Everybody fall back in their own line. All right. How you think Jake was able to raise up and take down Rome? Because Esau was infighting.
Right.
All right.
That's how they took us down.
Yeah, that's how they took us down.
In the Maccabees, it explains that the four men who Alexander had split the land with, they started infighting and gave us a whole set of wars after they were all given a piece.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what? No, this piece of the pie ain't big enough.
Because they wanted to be the head honcho.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And hey, guess what? Really, there's nothing wrong with a mindset of wanting to be the head honcho. Thing is are you going to, when you be the head honcho, are you going to produce righteousness?
Are you going to end up like Saul? and see what I and you look. I'm trying to remember. I was conversating with one brother just a couple of days ago, and I can't remember who it was, but he basically said that people who seek leadership never make good leaders. Leadership usually comes to people who don't want it, who are trying to avoid it. All right, or didn't ask for it.
That's right.
You know, and yeah, that's just what it is, man.
Right. And when I was speaking of being the head honcho, I'm talking about the superpower, you know what I'm saying? The Israelites, you know what I'm saying, being on top, ruling with righteousness.
Oh,
now whoever is the least to the greatest within that, that's on the Most High God, you know what I'm saying? And hey, whatever, you know, your ability that he give or whatever position you have on the team, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be on the
Just
team.
be glad
you know
you
what
are
I'm saying?
right.
You know, that's it. You know, his will be done, but ultimately,
What's the dude who catch the ball and put it down?
Right, that's all he do.
Right.
I'll be the best ball catcher.
Yeah.
Hold the shit out that ball so you can get
That's it. You got guys that just sit on the bench, but they still part of the team. They still get paid. They still get the same.
Hey, that dude Haney that was playing with the Bulls during the time that Rodman was on it. He never really played, but he was there.
You got ready.
See, but you got
Rodman.
but it goes deeper than that because in
Well, there's
practice,
no iron team.
Well,
Because
right.
see, what you got to understand is that the great players need opposition
exactly
to make sure they're great. So the
Even-
team
even in
is
even in
it's like
practice,
having
yeah.
good sparring partners.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
If you ain't got no good sparring partners, you can't get ready for a fight, man.
That's
You
right.
know, so when you go off and you winning tournaments, you winning fights. That's because your sparring partners were pushing you to the brink.
Yeah, that's it.
Matter of fact, my old training partner used to always say that, man. That your training partner should fear him more than your opponents you got to fight. And now sometimes I like to think, man, you's my boy or what? This nigga's trying to kill me. You know?
But he was strengthening you.
He was though.
And by the time you got to another opponent, you was like ready to, you know.
Because that last match we switched places because he was the wrestler, and, you know, and I was the striker. So that we made a perfect because we fed off each other.
Right.
You know, I was learning all that takedown shit from him, and he was learning how to. Hell, he was in getting in the ring, knocking people out. He wasn't even the striker.
Right.
All right. So we definitely affected one another.
Like blades.
But that last fight that I had, we both fought in that tournament. Right. And I won that night. He lost, but he fought a hell of a fight though. That was a good fight. But we switched places because he went to the ring and he ended up in a stand-up fight the whole time. It was a damn kickboxing match.
Right.
All right. And I ended up in this damn grappling match. Right. It was like, what the hell? You know? So, you know, but you just gotta prepare for everything, man. And the same thing in this truth.
That's
You know?
And that's what we, you know, the men of the Lord, man, you know, that's why we subject one to another and we're learning from one another. We're strengthening one another. We're comforting one another. We're building one another up with the ability which each and every individual was given, you know? So, you know, like you said, ain't no I and, you know, ain't no big eyes and little U's and that. Nah, we need one another, man. We need our full body to function at the capacity that the Most High made for it to do.
That's right.
You know, they remind me, you know, brothers that watch Dragon Ball Z, the last Broly movie, when Broly, his father was training. Broly was strong as hell. He was way stronger than him. And Frieza asked him, who has he been sparring with? He said, I trained him. He said, oh, he's not. Basically, you was just a plaything to him. But when he fought Goku and Vegeta, it really brought his latent ability out and brought his real power out. And that's like brothers. You around brothers, all right? Brothers can actually, we at Iron Sharp Iron, you know, brothers bring out, you know, actually make you better, you know.
And I said that on the line yesterday because it dawned on me. I was just speaking as a man, but when Esau started coming for us, I was, you know, I always thought they're gonna come right after the heads, and then it dawned on me that they really don't want to deal with the heads. The last thing they want to do is bring, you know, Elder Gabar, Elder Tahar into a courtroom and try to, you know, and then try to, you know, and then they go at them with the scriptures. What they gonna it dawned on me. It's like I had an epiphany. They gonna try to snatch up younger brothers, newer brothers, because they gonna think they not good. That's why it says don't be worried what you're gonna say. Because you grab up, you know, one of the, you know, the top bishops, the elder bishops, man. They gonna, you know, have everybody in the court head hung, embarrassed.
change. So I'm like, damn. So they're gonna try to snatch up a younger brother, thinking that that's why the scripture says, "Don't worry what you're gonna say."
Read the roll.
And it was like, wow, man, it just hit me. Go ahead.
This is really crazy. I know this the spirit because me and Capital just had a similar conversation on the way here.
What I just said?
Yeah, everything.
Wow.
Because
Pardon me,
right? Because I was like, yo, we got different brothers with different personalities. And then it's like you realize when you're dealing with people in the world, heathens, blah, 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 whatever, it's like, yo, I know how to deal with this situation because we dealt with this within our camp, within us brothers and stuff like that. It's like we're sparring the whole freaking time. So when you're out there, it's like, I know how to handle this. I know how to handle that. I just had a meeting. I'm part of House Heads on the Move. And it's like, I knew how to handle this situation because it's like, oh, we dealt with this with ourselves, but we never let it get this bad. But it was like, I knew what scriptures and stuff like that, and I knew what to say without always bringing out, the scripture per se. You know what I'm saying?
You brought the wisdom to the table.
Exactly. And it calmed every freaking thing down. And it was like, yo, what the fuck?
So it really comes down to bring out what you got, and I got one last scripture. It really comes down to, Benji said it earlier, and Yaki said it too, man. All we got to do is endure. This shit is over, man. That's all we got to do is endure. All right, you got a scripture on endurance, then bring it out because I want you to bring out that Revelation 2 in was it 26? He did endure to the end. But what you got, Lahab?
This is Luke 12:1. It says, and when they bring you into the synagogues and unto magistrates and powers, take ye no thought how or what thing you shall answer, or what you shall say. For the Holy Spirit shall teach you in the same hour what you ought to say.
There it is, man. So the Lord's going. So whoever it be that get brought before them, because some of us are. All right, some of us going to be martyred. Some of us going to, some of us. They said some of us won't see that, but somebody's going to get brought before the magistrates. And it dawned on me that they're probably going to try to snatch up a younger brother, thinking they not, not as well learned. Because
And it's funny you say that because they're gonna bring a younger brother in there, and when you said that, I thought of Captain Lee and his whole scenario.
He would tear him up.
He
What did you preach, man?
He told the pastor a new asshole. The pastor at the unity had to say, he asked a couple questions that I don't have an answer to.
I was just thinking about like a brother like Benjamin Gabar. He got a speech impediment. They might try to snatch him up. He gonna cut them right up.
He fine with the scriptures though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He know them scriptures, and he been getting more solid in the spirit.
Yeah. Every time I'm there, I see it.
Yeah.
Right. And look, if when my nephew was in the camp, man, when he came to camp, he had a speech impediment. But reading the scriptures, that's gone. That cleared it. It took his speech impediment away. Man, the Lord is cold, man. You got a brother.
Yeah, I got a couple verses here in Second Ezra because it's gonna tie everything together.
Go ahead,
We're
brother.
about to get saved. The whole world is about to get judged.
God.
So it's basically wrapping everything up that the salvation is for Israel. They can't change the narrative on that because that's written. So this is Second Ezra 15:1, and I'll try to read fast. It says, "Behold, speak it down in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, because they are faithful and true." So they are going to come to pass everything. And here it talks about a second Exodus. It says, "Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." So any judges, anybody that even wants to mention or blacklight us, guess what? The Lord said He's going to protect us from that too. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues." Actually, I skipped verse 4. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction," which again, His children are we exempt when all this is going down. "For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Lord, I will not hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually." And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive them unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague, and the punishment that Yahweh will bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail.
And that's happening now.
And with the fearful constellation, it says, woe to them. This is woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Because like the elder is going to have me get this other scripture.
Before you read it, let me read that Psalms 76 that the one got put up.
Psalm 75 and 6. It says, for promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another.
So he's about to set us up, man. And he's taking them down. Right? And all we have to do is endure. Bring that out, brother. We're going to wrap it up.
God, this is Revelations 2:26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
And that's what Yacht was talking about earlier. It's not a bad thing to want that power, but that godly power, you know, in righteousness to actually be because the Israelites have to rule. So if you're doing the work of the Lord, why would you not want to have the desire to rule in the stead of, you know, in the stead that we would put in, man?
That's it.
All right, whatever position you play. Like I said, I could be the least of the flock, right? But let me be among the elect. You know? All right. So with that, man, you know, we're gonna give all praises, going honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, B'Kach,
Wa Ba Ba Ba,
Wa Ba Ba,
Kwam Yasharala.